First off, congrats to Virginia. They were terrific, and right from the start, they were ready to go. Played with great energy, great physicality, and they manhandled us at every position, just about every possession. And so, congrats to them. Hats off to them. Really disappointed in our performance. This is probably as bad of a performance of any team I've ever coached, and it was embarrassing. And I'm sorry to the crowd, students, the fans. It's my responsibility. I have to do a better job of making sure we're ready to go. Thought we were. Obviously, we weren't. And we were bad in every aspect of the game of basketball. Turnovers, rebounding, defense, offense, everything. And our body language was bad. They saw it. They fed off of it. It gave them energy. Our inability to guard the ball in the first half, where they just drove us. It was a really, really bad performance from us. Questions?
Jeff, too soon to figure out why it went this way?
Yeah, I mean, it's not too soon for me. We just didn't play with any passion, any toughness, any connectivity. I thought we got embarrassed, and so then we maybe try to be cool, and it seems to be what young people do today. And it was everyone. It wasn't just one guy. It wasn't the starters. We had a group that came in that gave us a little bit of a spurt and a little bit of a boost, gave us a little energy. But, it's not enough you have to be able to sustain it, which means you have the defensive rebound. We let a guy and hats off to Ames, but the guy's averaging 6.8 points, destroy us. And he did it. And he saw it earlier in the game. He could drive. He knocked us off balance. We didn't stand up to him, and it got him going. And it was a huge basket for him. But just collectively, we didn't have it.
Jeff, what was the plan to start the game as far as trying to set a tone? What was the plan and what went wrong in trying to execute that plan?
The plan was to play hard. We had to guard the basketball. We knew what they were going to run offensively. We wanted to have an awareness for McNeely. And then we had to rebound. Offensively, we knew that they're pretty aggressive on the ball screens. We have to fight for our spots. We have to move the basketball, and we have to do everything with strength. We knew that it was going to be a really physical game. That's the way they play. And we have to be able to be physical, play through physicality. All those things we talked about, we did none of them. And so that was the game.
In the past, even in the games that you guys have won of late, you guys have come out slow and been behind and had to fight back to come back in games. What can you assess as a coach is leading to those problems?
Obviously, I haven't figured it out. I have to do a better job of that.
As of late, you guys really haven't gone super deep into the bench. Why has that been the case? And then what did you see from some of those guys that did come in off the bench?
We've played some guys off the bench, guys that play well, that practice well, they play. Today, no one played well, so we were just looking for anyone to give us a spark, so there was an opportunity. When you get in the game, you have to know every aspect of the game, and it can be tough when you're not playing as much. You're sitting over there, you have to know everything that's going on within the game. And so when you come in, you can't just be about offense. You got to defend. You got to know what we're doing defensively. And that's just not the bench guys. Tonight it was everybody. It was the starters. It was everyone. There was absolutely nothing that we did well tonight.
Jeff, how do you recover from this, and how do you approach the next few days here?
Yeah, well, we got to give them off tomorrow. That's the NCAA rule. We'll get back together on Wednesday, and we'll work. It's as simple as that. You have to work. Just like when we beat Carolina, you got to come back. You have to work. Our thing is every day you have to show up and you have to have the right mindset. And that's what we have to do. We'll learn from it, hopefully, and we'll use it to hopefully make us better.
Jeff, in 2 days time from your last game against a team with a record like Virginia's, do you feel like your players maybe overlooked this game at all, or did not come into this game as prepared as you guys?
I'm not going to answer for them. I'm not going to do that. I'm not a mind reader. When we got here yesterday for our practice, we did feedback from Wake Forest and talked about, how we didn't close the game out there. And then we immediately went into Virginia about the things that we needed to do with our film session and then our on-the-court work. We talked to them about they were in a similar situation in that they lost a really close game at home to their big rival. And so this game was going to be about who can respond. We lost a tough game. And who can respond, who can fight through, a short turnaround. Obviously, we did not do that, and they did it at a very high level. So credit to them, their coaching staff, obviously their players.
Have you been pleased with practices over the past month?
For the most part, yeah. For the most part, I have been.
Coach, you mentioned energy and passion, toughness. What can you do more for effort heading into the future?
Great question. Great question. We've given, for the most part this season, pretty good effort, but obviously what we're doing right now is not enough. So we have to change some of the things we're doing in practice maybe look at a little different lineup. I mean, I'm open for anything right now. When we get back on Wednesday, we'll have a better idea. I tried, and I'm trying really hard right now. I try not to speak too much from emotion. I don't want to say anything crazy. That's how I feel right now. So I'm really trying to answer calmly. I don't think I will be on Wednesday when I see him, but we'll see. I'll go back, I'll watch the tape. But obviously what we're doing right now isn't good enough. It certainly was not good enough tonight.
What have you seen out of Jalen, especially in tight moments when you guys need you saw the way that the Wake Forest ended. You've seen several turnovers in this game. What does he have to do to be a better player?
He's got to play better, period. He's got to play better. When you're a good player, there are expectations. And when there are expectations, you got to step up to them. That's the responsibility of a leader. As a head coach, I have to. As a good player, you have to. As a writer, you have to. And whatever you do, if you're expected to do something or expected, then you got to step up and do it. And it's not just him. It's me. Like, it starts with me. I have to do a better job with this team. I have not done as good a job as that's required for us to be the team that I think we can be. I thought we could be. I still think we can be. We collectively have to do a better job, but it starts with me. I have to do a better job.